YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the video. If you are new to the channel, do me a huge favor. Make sure to comment, drop a comment at some point, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. We want you to be a part of the family and for the long haul, so make sure you do that for your boy. But thank you for tuning in regardless. Thank you. If you are a returning viewer, thank you guys for supporting the channel. You guys have really been the real MVP when it comes to making the channel grow and things like that. So thank you guys as well. I gotta thank you guys every video, because without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So I want, like I said, thank you. But we're not gonna hold you too long. Let's go ahead and get into the topic of today's video. You see the title and you see the thumbnail. So in my previous video, I talked about things I like about this car coming from a Dodge Challenger RT. Now in this video, I'm gonna talk about some things I don't like about this car coming from a Dodge Challenger RT. The reason I want to do it, because like I said, there's some things like that may turn people off from going with a certain car, as far as going with the 6.4 to a 5.7 or however, or going from a Challenger to a Charger. I want to call that out because, like I said, I've driven both platforms, right? Granted, haven't driven this one as long, but these are some things I've kind of noticed just kind of jumping into this car off gates. So the first thing I don't like about this car, and this is going to kind of play in together, so this is going to be two different things, but they're all going to tie in together. I mentioned that I don't like useless vents that don't serve a purpose, that are just there to be there. This lower grille is functional. It has the brake ducts and things like that, and it goes to the lower part of the radiator, and you got the upper one goes to the upper part of the radiator. So that grill is functional. Now on the side, on the Scatpacks, these are pretty useless. On the Hellcats, I think there's like some kind of thing there for the supercharger, some kind of radiator or something, some kind of heat exchanger or intercooler there. But on the Scatpacks, this is pretty useless. So this vent, I do have a problem with these vents right here. I got a big problem with these vents. So right here, I don't know if you can see in there, this vent serves zero purpose at all. I've been looking at it, and there's like nothing in this vent, like nothing. There's nothing in here. There's nothing that it needs. It's just an open slot. I looked around the back here to see if it goes anywhere. There's nothing there. There's an opening there, but that's in the center. That opening there goes like right here, but this right here is pointless. Like the vent from here goes through there and goes to the brakes, and that vent is not needed at all. It doesn't do anything. It does help with looks, but if we wanted to keep these vents, and this is going to go into number 2, this car does not have fog lights. Fog lights may make or break the look for some people, and I think there was an opportunity to put fog lights in this car. Since this vent isn't being used for any cooling or any duct work, you have this big space here for a fog light. You have this little indentation here for a fog light here. So they could have put something there just to, you know, give us a fog light or something. I mean, the space is there. This is not being used for anything else. Why not give us the fog light? So the thing I don't like about this car is this backup camera, bro. And this is probably going to be from any Dodge car, Challenger and Charger. This backup camera back here, well, I'm just going to just show y'all. Let me hop in the car real quick, and I'm gonna get in here, turn the car on. Be doing a burnout, I see. So let's go. Let me see, make sure I'm muting this. I can't get copyrighted. So we're gonna go in reverse. Now, it may not show up on camera, but I'm gonna give y'all a comparison. This backup camera, I thought my camera was dirty, but that's actually how the camera looks. You can see everything else. Everything is pretty high def. This is 4K video. But right here, this, honestly, compared to some of the other cars that I have backup cameras in, like we have a 2022 Tahoe, and I'll show y'all how that looks, like the backup camera in comparison to this. This looks like watching a standard definition television. Like in the Tahoe looks like a 4K LED television. Like it's night and day. Like this thing does not, it's not clear at all. And I thought my camera was broken. I thought it was dirty. I went and cleaned it. I'm like, why is I can't see? And here, and this is how the camera is. I looked it up, and it's pretty much, let me get this thing out of reverse here. It pretty much is something, it's pretty much a known issue, right? The Dodge Rams apparently got better rearview cameras, backup cameras than that, but this thing, this backup camera is terrible. It is terrible. Especially if it gets dark, you really can't see anything out of it. Like, it doesn't help out at all. Whatever camera they put in the Dodge Rams, they should have put the same camera in this one. A lot of other manufacturers got to figure it out, but man, this thing right here, it ain't it. Now, another thing I don't like about this car, and y'all know I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here, man. I'm gonna go here. Because y'all know my last car was a 6-speed manual. They could have gave us a manual option for this car. This is the same engine in the Challenger, the same like drivetrain, everything in the Challenger, but they did not give a manual for the Charger. I feel like that would have been a great option to put in this car, seeing there's not any other car that does it like this. There's no other V8 car that, you know, V8 sedan that would have this. But, you know, they missed the mark. They didn't put a manual in this car. If this car had a manual, more than likely, I'm 99% sure I would have got the car in the manual if that was an option. But it's not. Chassis is the same as the Challenger. Engine's the same. Pretty much almost everything's the same as in the Challenger, but no manual in this. I think there's a reason why, but I think they could have worked it out. Come on. That's a small thing. I would say this. The automatic, the automatic 8 transmission, it's crispy. I like it. It's fun to drive. It's still not the manual, but I can get used to this. I can work with this. All right, the last thing on my list here, I want to mention, I'm not going to even mention the brake dust. When you get big performance brakes, you got to deal with brake dust. That's part of the game. I'm not going to talk about the gas mileage. When you get a bigger engine, you're going to have to deal with that too. But one thing, it's kind of nitpicking. I think this is something they could have did here. I think on this is kind of small, but hear me out. So on this right here, we got the red 392 badge on a red car. It doesn't really pop out as much because of the fact that it's red. I wish there was maybe a way. I wish they had a thing where if this car was a different, like a certain color, then they change the badge to a different color or something like that, just for it to pop out. Because like it just doesn't stand out against the car. Granted, you can see it because it pokes out and you guys know it's there, but it's literally the same red on both parts. It doesn't really stick out to me. Of course, I could change that, but I think that's a little small nitpicky thing I wish would change. But other than that, guys, those are kind of a few things that I don't like about the car. This camera, I got beef with this camera. I got big beef with this camera. Those are small few things I don't like about the car, which is, you know, could we easily correct this up with the camera. The camera, you can't do anything about that. But that's what I'm feeling with the car, man. Other than that, I'm 100% happy with the car. Just a couple things I want to call out on it. But if you got any questions on anything I did not cover on this car, drop a comment below. I would be happy to give you any more information that you're asking for. As always, thank you for tuning in. Catch you on the next video. We're out. Cut it.